Alrighty, folks, what's poppin' in? Welcome back to the NBA's in-season tournament here. Just checked that the standings have just released here, and well, not the standings, but the group stages here. We have East Group A, and we're gonna be blind ranking. Well, we're not really gonna be ranking. I'm gonna be predicting where every team is gonna finish and who would be that top four to get into the in-season tournament for this next upcoming season here in the NBA. I'm still waiting on a couple trades. If you guys are wondering why I haven't done, I'm pretty sure I told some of y'all, but if you guys are wondering why I haven't done my NBA off season, where I grade every team's off season, because I'm kind of waiting on a couple names, a couple important names to be out, which really could make my decision. So I'm kind of waiting on those, but this is what we got for now here. So like I said, if you guys are ready, make sure to hit the like, hit the subscribe button, make sure to join my Discord and follow me on Twitch. Also, if you guys are interested, make sure to join our NFL ESPN Fantasy League. I think we're gonna do that draft on Sunday. This Sunday coming up. So make sure you guys please join that. I really do appreciate your support. And then make sure you guys as well go check out our shop. We have some extra merch. We'll go ahead and get into that in a minute there, but make sure you guys go check everything out. Everything will be in the link in the description below here. But here are the groups here. We have East Group A with Detroit, Toronto, Orlando, Milwaukee, and Brooklyn. Should be a pretty easy one to rank there. East Group B is gonna be pretty tough. You have New York, Cleveland, Miami, Indy, and Philadelphia. That's gonna be a hard one to rank there. And then East Group C, we have Boston, Atlanta, Charlotte, Chicago, Washington. That could be an interesting group there. That very much could be interesting there. West A, Denver, Houston, Phoenix, Dallas, Jazz. I think that's a pretty solid group there. West Group B, we have the Thunder, the Wolves, the Clippers, the Pelicans, and Memphis. It also should be a pretty interesting group. And then West Group C, which I do think that's going to be the hardest group in the West. We have the Spurs, the Lakers, the Trailblazers, the Warriors, and the Kings. So a lot of interesting groups here. So without further ado, guys, those are the group stage. Now let's go ahead and rank them. If you guys haven't checked out our shop yet, make sure to please do so. The link will be in my description. Also, you guys can check it out on our Discord. If you guys haven't joined that yet, make sure to please do so as well. And make sure you guys hit this redeem code up here on your final purchase or whatever deal that we're on. Right now, we're on 25% off the shop. That will change eventually, so make sure to go check that out. Get every 25% off all the store or whatever code that we're on, or whatever redemption that we're on there, and you guys can get some awesome stuff. We have shirts, we have t-shirts, we have aprons, we have long sleeve shirts, we have coffee mugs, we have pants, we have matching outfits, all that fun stuff. And you guys can get it in 3 different logos here. We have the Money Lord Tradition logo, we have the Money Lord Nation logo, and we have the Money Lord Sign logo all by itself. And we have everything available for you guys in all different platforms, all that stuff. Like I said, if you guys already hit my link in the description, check out our store. I really do appreciate y'all. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get things going here. Alrighty, folks, like I said, if you guys haven't checked out our shop yet, make sure to please do so. Appreciate you guys for hopping over there, buying some merch. It looks nice, it feels good, so make sure you guys go check things out here. But without further ado, guys, let's go ahead and get right into this. Like I said, I don't think I really need to explain nothing here, because I have no reason to explain anything here. It's basically that, in, you know, first place, second place. I was going to put big losers and stuff like that too, but I just didn't want to, you know, I didn't want to do that. So first things first here, let's go ahead and do group. Let's live with the east side first. Let's go ahead and do E Group A, where we had Detroit, Toronto, Orlando, Milwaukee, and Brooklyn. And this is actually a pretty tough one here. First place out of this one, actually I'll go last. I'll go from I'll go from top to bottom. So first place, I think Detroit is going to win it. I think Detroit is still the best team in that group right there, but it's very close though. It's not a guarantee that they'll win it. Second place, I'll definitely go Toronto. I think Toronto has a hell of a team now since getting Kawhi Leonard. I still think they have a really young core. I think their team is really nice. I like what they're building down there, so I'll go Toronto there for second place. Third, I'll go with Orlando, because they still have their defense. They can still rely on their defense to win games. I know their offense is kind of lackluster right now, but I know they have the key pieces to make them at least a competitive team here. And then here Fourth and fifth is kind of tough between Milwaukee and Brooklyn because I'm not really expecting either one of these teams to be good next year. But if I had to rank one, I would say is the Bucks because I would think they have at least Tyler Hero, and not saying that Tyler Hero can't lead this team to victory. I think he can, but I just don't think Milwaukee really has the pieces. But I do think they have enough supporting cast, or at least I can trust Brooklyn. I'm gonna put Brooklyn last because it just kind of feels like it's Michael Porter Jr. and that's it. If Michael Porter Jr. is not leading that team, then that's it. Brooklyn doesn't really have anybody. So there you guys have it for East Group A. Now we got East Group B, when we got the Knicks, the Cavs, the Sixers, Miami, and Indiana. This one, like I said, this one's a tough one. So first place here, I don't know, I'm gonna go with the champs. I mean, like I said, the Knicks are actually trying to repeat two things. They actually won the NBA in-season tournament last year, and they just won the NBA Finals. So the Knicks are basically this season just are trying to repeat for them. But yeah, I got the Champs finishing first. I still think they're one of the best teams, and not one of the best teams in basketball. Second place here, I mean, it really depends. Like if LeBron, it just depends on what's happening and what's going on with the current situation. But second place, I'm gonna go with Miami. I think Miami's gonna be a really good damn team next year. I think they're gonna get the shooting that what they need. They're just signed Tim Hardaway Jr., which I think that was an awesome trade this offseason. Got Giannis and got Bam. I think that's the second place worthy team. Third place, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with Cleveland for right now because I still think Cleveland has that good young core with Mitch, Harden, Mobley, Jared Allen. Fourth place, fourth, I'll go to Sixers, and this fucking hurts me to put the Sixers in fourth because the Sixers have a hell of a roster now. But the only thing that concerns me for the Sixers is their bench. That's kind of like why I'm putting them in fourth there, because their bench is a little bit concerning to me. And then last place, I'll go Indiana. Even though I am expecting this team to be way much improved than they were last year, I just don't think that team is just. Even though we've seen it before, we seen it 2 years ago. They were in the finals, but I just don't think those two. I just don't think Indiana is just constructed enough to beat the other teams in their division. Now we have East Group C, where we got Boston, Atlanta, Charlotte, Chicago, and Washington. Listen, if we're going back to last year, my rankings would absolutely look completely different to what I have in this year. So first things first, in first place, I know the Celtics just traded for Jaylen Brown, and I thought that was a terrible move for Boston. But yeah, I'll still put him in first place. I think Jason Tatum should be able to keep that team to win that division. I still think they're the best team out there. Second place though, guys, I'm not gonna lie, you guys are gonna call me a hot shot for this. I don't fucking care. I'm actually taking Washington in second place. Look, I think Washington has a fucking team, man. I think they're actually gonna be way better than what people think this year. I mean, you got AJ off the draft, you got AD coming back, you have Trae Young coming back, you have a good core. They finally got a bench. Like, while I think Washington's gonna turn some heads this year. I think they're gonna finish second. That's a hot take, but I know I'm gonna get shot in the comments for that. But I like them finishing second in this one. Third place, I'll take Atlanta because I still like their core. They still have an average core, and that's what that team has been over the last like 5 years, just average, and that's their average at minimum. Fourth place, I'm gonna take Charlotte. I know they just traded Melo Ball, but at the same time, it just kind of feels like it's kind of like the same situation what's going on with Milwaukee and Brooklyn. I just think Charlotte at least has enough key pieces to make them competitive. And in last place, I'll take Chicago because if I'm being completely honest, and I'll go ahead and spoil it early, I think the Bulls are going to be one of the worst teams in basketball. Now we have West Group A, where we got Denver, Houston, Phoenix, Dallas, and Utah. Which, like I said, I think this one's actually pretty hard. But first place, I am going to go with Denver. As long as they're able to keep their current core. I mean, not all their. I know they can't. They don't really have the money to keep all their core. But as long as if Denver can go out there this offseason to keep majority of their core, I think they're still very talented. I think they can still win that conference or that division. Second place, I'm going Houston because I just think these two teams are just by far a lot better than the rest of these teams. But at the same time, it's not like a guarantee. But at the same time, Houston has their defense, they have offense, and between them and Denver, I mean, I'll give Denver the edge. But like I said, I just think these two teams are just way better than the other three teams in their division. Third place, I'll go with Phoenix. Phoenix actually did some really nice things this offseason. Like they got Luke Kennard, they got some help, they got some shooting help beside Devin Booker. They were able to keep Dillon Brooks, which I hate, but I think he had a great season last year. I think Phoenix could be that very much decent team that could end up making some noise this year. Not like a super like a playoff contender or a title contender, but I'm just saying they could make a lot of noise. Fourth place, I'll go with Dallas because I think they are going to get Kyrie Irving back. I think Cooper Flag there, and I just think that in their system, I think that, I mean, between fourth and fifth is actually pretty tough because I think the Jazz, and I'm going to put the Jazz in last place, but if I'm being honest, I think the Jazz improved from last year. I think the Jazz could be kind of like Washington, like they could be a team that could all of a sudden could just make some noise this year. Like something's telling me that. It was always kind of hard to put them in last place, but I gotta see it to believe, you know me. I gotta see that Jaren Jackson Jr., Deontay George. I gotta see if all this stuff fits first before I can come to conclusions. Now we have West Group B, where we got OKC, Minnesota, Los Angeles, New Orleans, and Memphis. First place here, like I said, I'm not gonna. I hate to do it. I hope the Thunder lose, but they're not going to. They're obviously gonna finish first. Second place is Minnesota. Obviously, the easily second best team in this division. Like kind of like between Houston and Denver, these two teams should be right there with them. Like these two teams are just way better than the other teams. Third place, I'll go with the Clippers because they did get Rui Hachimura this offseason, which I hate to say from a Lakers fan standpoint, but that's what happened. They also got Brandon Ingram. They released Kawhi Leonard, but I still think that team's gonna be very, very decent next year. Fourth place, I'm gonna go with Memphis because I just think they have a little bit more upside than New Orleans, so I'm gonna put the Pelicans in last. But the only reason I'm gonna go Memphis in fourth because I think I like what I'm seeing from Cam Boozer, and I do like their young core a lot. So I think that Memphis could turn some head. Like I said, I'm not really expecting this team to be that good, but I'm expecting them to be at least competitive. And 5, we go New Orleans because who knows who's going to be healthy. We don't know if Zion is going to be healthy at this point during the year. We just don't know who's going to be healthy. Plus, that team is awful. Currently, at the moment, like I said, kind of like Chicago, kind of expect to be one of the worst teams in basketball. And last but not least, we have the West Group C, which is we got Portland, Sacramento, the Lakers, the Spurs, and the Warriors. I said this is actually quite interesting here. I mean, San Antonio is easily going to win this division because San Antonio, as a Lakers fan, I hate to say this, but San Antonio is just significantly better than what everybody else is down here. Second place here, I hate to say this because I'm being realistic here. I'm not biased. Second place, I think I honestly might go Portland, to be completely honest. I mean, come on, Portland just made the playoffs last year. They're getting Damian Lillard back. They pair him up. They also did some pretty decent moves. They kept Denny. I thought Portland had a pretty good damn offseason, and now you bring John Morant to the roster. So I don't know what Portland's thinking, but they got a decent team. Third place, I'll go with LA because they have Luka, AR. Like I said, I don't think the Lakers really had a good offseason this year, but if you have Luka, if you have a Austin Reeves, I think you'll give yourself any chance in the world. Fourth place, I'll go Golden State because they have released Steph Curry. And last place, we'll go Sacramento because kind of like what I said, they just released DeMar DeRozan like yesterday. And like I said about with Sacramento, Chicago, and New Orleans, I just kind of expect them to be one of the worst teams and not the worst team in basketball. So that's just what it is. But anyway, guys, that's going to go ahead and do it for my NBA. That's going to do it for my NBA in-season total rankings here. I'm gonna try to predict the seedings now. So you guys know there's 4 teams that can get in. You have 3 division winners and you have a wild card. So out of the East here, I'll go New York as the 1 seed. We'll go Detroit as the 2 seed. Boston as the 3 seed. And remember, one of these 3 have to come out of the wild card. I'm gonna say it's gonna be Miami. I think Miami. So we have New York 1, Detroit 2, Boston 3, and Miami 4. In the West, I'm gonna go San Antonio 1, OKC 2, Denver 3, and we'll take Minnesota. We'll take Minnesota to get out of that wild card spot. So I have 1 San Antonio, 2 OKC, 3 Denver, and I'm gonna have Minnesota coming out of that wild card as that 4 seed. But like I said, guys, that's gonna wrap it up for today's video. Like I said, if you guys already hit that like and that subscribe button, make sure you guys hop in. Basically, go check out all of our recent content and our merch. Really do appreciate it. This is BearNation.com. Peace out, stay safe, and I'll see you good people in the next one. Peace.